Hi, welcome everyone. In this video I will explain how to use the Duct Fitting Calculator Excel sheet. It is basically a macro-enabled sheet, programmed using Visual Basic editor for Microsoft application. Make sure before you use this sheet, you have read the how to use tab in the website. I put the address here. A specific Microsoft or Visual Basic library has to be installed on your system. Basically, the standard installation of Office will do, but for some of you guys, if you are facing errors, make sure that you have the right Visual Basic library referenced or installed on your system. The basic requirement for this, as I said, it is Microsoft Excel and Visual Basic Editor for application. So once you start this sheet, the Excel for the first time will prompt you for enabling the contact and enabling macros for this sheet. It is normal for any macro enabled sheet. For security purpose, the Microsoft Office will prompt you whether to enable the contact or disable it. So just go ahead and enable the contact and the sheet will work fine. Once you open the sheet, this is what you will see, the main sheet, and there is like 4 tabs here. You have the refresh button, you have the check for update button, which will check if there is any version update of this software. This feature actually available in the premium version. I have shared the complete free metric version on my website. You can use that, but I am explaining how to use this program. There's only few differences between this premium version and the free version. The main sheet, which is you can say the home for your project, you will have the project preferences tab where uh, you will enter the project information here, which is a custom information you can change. Instead of project, you can put company, you can put your name, you can put whatever you want. As long as these cells are white, you can edit. The blue one, it is locked for editing, you cannot edit. And whatever information here, it will come on the page header in the report output. In the footer of your report, the page footer, you will have the right footer and left footer. You can enter whatever information you want there. Okay, we can go to the next tab, which is unit tab. This is available only in the premium edition, and you can select the English system, which is IP, or the metric system, SI, standard international unit, or imperial unit. So I'm going to select the standard international unit, the metric unit. You can go after to the air properties. If you have a specific requirement or specific parameters about the air which you need to enter, you have the 3 basic parameters, which is the air temperature, elevation, and relative humidity. The rest will be all calculated automatically. So if you change the air temperature, let's say 60 degrees Celsius, you will notice that the density and the viscosity has been changed. Elevation as well. If you change it, you put 100 meter, for example, you will see that the barometric pressure is being changed. Relative humidity as well, we can put it 50%, and you'll see the changes are in the parametric pressure, density, and viscosity are calculated automatically. You can leave it as the defaults here on the right hand. You can put it back as normal as default 20, 0, 0, or you can enter the units or the parameters which you want. It's up to you. So I will keep it as per the default values. I will go to the equipment schedule tab. This tab, you can call it the summary sheet of your project. Here you will have the all equipment information which you are adding to your project. You will see that while you are changing the selection in the schedule rows, the row is the selected rows is being highlighted. It is easy for you to identify where you have selected. It's useful feature. Now to start the calculation, you will see that you have the add equipment button here. So what you will do, you just click on it and you will see that the program has added the first equipment. The ID is 1. This is automatically added. You can't change it. You cannot change the ID and you cannot change the calculated head because it will be filled automatically from the equipment sheet, individual equipment sheet. You can enter manually the equipment reference, the type, location, and where it is serving. Also, you can put the design parameter as per your design project. You can add here, and you will add also. You can add the selection model in this area. So let us say that our equipment reference is. I will open one of my this example layout. So I have a fan which is referenced as fresh air fan basement 101. I'll just put it here and you will have it here. The type we can say axial, location basement, serving parking, head that is 350 Pascal, RPM to 2950, efficiency you can say it is 75, power maybe 15 kilowatt. The calculated head, it will come while you are adding from the equipment from the equipment sheet, individual equipment sheet. This cell is locked, you cannot change it, as well as the ID cell here also you can't change it, but you can change the model here. You can say XC 900, whatever, you can put axial, head maybe 400, RPM 3000, with 500, efficiency 80%, power 13 kilowatt. Alright, you will notice that when you change the selection on empty row, you will have only these three buttons are visible. Once you select this row or filled row with ID number, you will have the delete equipment button and the view equipment button. So the delete equipment, once you press the delete equipment, you will see this warning message that Are you sure to delete the equipment ID number 1? You will not be able to restore deleted data. It's undoable. So select no, and we will go and check the individual equipment sheet. Press the view equipment button. This is the individual equipment sheet. It is referenced to the equipment ID number 1, and this is the equipment reference: fresh air fan basement 101. What you will see here, you will see the input panel, you will see the fitting view picture, and you will see the summary output panel. In this summary, you will have the safety. You can change the safety factor from, you can put it as 5% extra, or you can put 10%, whatever you like. This subtotal, it is calculated automatically, and it is locked. You cannot change it. Also this one, you can't change it. And also this is the grand total including the safety factor. You will notice that this sheet is locked, and I lock this sheet to keep the integrity of the program, because I want to avoid the user mistakes of inputs, and to avoid the messing up the formulas. So I want to ensure that the output is as per the formulas which I have entered into this program, and the report which is coming out of this program will be trustworthy. So to begin the external static pressure calculation, first you need to have your layout ready, and you need to number the fittings. So I have this layout from my previous project, which is a rectangular duct connected to axial fan with 2 sound attenuators and standard fittings. So you need to have this same way. You need to have your duct layout numbered, and with the basic information which you needed for the calculation, like airflow and sizes. Now also you need to be familiar with the ASHRAE fitting designation. What fittings are available in the ASHRAE duct fitting database. So you need to spend some time to get familiar with the fittings and the code of the fittings. So I have done this calculation many times, so I'm a bit familiar with these fittings. So we'll go straight to the calculation. Let's see that we have fitting number 1, which is the duct mounted in wall, and the airflow is 12,500 liters per second. So we go straight to the sheet, and we select row in these rows here. You will see that the and select the calculate button. You will see that the search fitting form is popping out, and you can select here the shape of the duct. You can keep it all, you can keep rectangle, flat, or a flat, oval, or round. So our project is rectangle duct, so I'll keep the selection as default. Here you can search by text the fitting which you want. So we can say duct mounted in wall. So you see it is highlighted now. Select, you will see the picture of this fitting. Just double click this, and you see now that the all information is being filled in the sheet, and in this form, which is the calculator form, this is the code of the fitting as per Ashley. This is the picture of the fitting. You can double click it and you can see the a bigger picture of the fitting. You can enter the fitting information on this calculator form, or you can just minimize this form and you can go to the input panel and you can enter it here. You will notice that for each input there is a note description for this input with a minimum and maximum values. So for duct height for this fitting, you can enter the values between 75 mm to 4000 mm to 4 meter, from 75 mm to 4 meter. So if you are entering, for example, 5000, the program will not accept this entry and will ask you again to enter the value from 75 to 4000. You can press retrieve and change your value. So let us go back to the layout. We have the duct is 2000 by 750, so it is the height 750 and the width is 2000 and the wall thickness is 1 mm and the extension, which is let's keep it like 500, and the flow rate is 12,500 liter per second. So the information has been filled in this sheet, you can see automatically, and the total pressure loss for this fitting according to these values are 41 Pascal. You will put here the duct section as 1 and the fitting number as 1, and you see once you minimize the form it will keep minimized, so you need to expand the form if you want, or you can keep it minimized, whatever you like. As I said, you can enter from this form or from this input form. You can carry on with the calculation. You can go for the next fitting, go back to the layout. The next fitting is an elbow, or sorry, it is a fire damper. So we will open this one. This is the search fitting. You can write here fire damper. It is a fire damper, and there is, like, you can see how many fire damper are there. So the curtain, this fire damper style B, style C, style A, style B, style C. So you can select the right type of fire damper. I will go for style B. Just double click it and you will have it. You have all the data now. Just change now the height. These values are the default values for it's coming with the program as default values. So you will enter 750, 2000, 12,500, and the pressure loss is 8 Pascal. You will see now the total external static pressure is being changing as a total, adding the safety factor as well. Let us talk about the buttons here. So I will close this one. You have the refresh button, as I said, if the program stuck somewhere due to error or bugs, whatever. I appreciate if you write to me about any errors you face in the program. You have the home button. Home button, when you press it, it will go back to the summary sheet or the equipment sheet. You go back to the and the row of the same machine will be selected automatically. So if you have the another machine here, so I will add one just to see. There's now two equipment, so I will call this one as test, and I will view this test equipment. It is here, so I will go for home. It is automatically selecting the test. I will select this one. I will go to view. I will go back to home. It will select again the equipment ID number 1. Okay, now you have the calculate button. As you see, as you saw, it will show the duct fitting calculator form, or it will show you if you are selecting filled row. If you are selecting empty row, it will show you the search fitting form. You have the print button. The print button is for printing. So I will just show you. Press the print. This is actually, this form will appear only in the premium edition. It is selecting, or the default printer is Microsoft Print to PDF printer. This will be installed automatically with the Microsoft Office 2013. If you don't have, you can select the other PDF printer. Please note that this program is using only a PDF printer. So if you are using another printer, it won't work. So either you have the Microsoft PDF printer, or you have other printer. So I will keep it as default, Microsoft Print to PDF printer. Now you have two options: to save the report to the workbook directory, which is in the desktop, or you can save it to or you can leave it blank, and you can select another folder. You can say I will select in the document, so it will save as the other directory, or I can save the report in the same directory or same folder which this Excel sheet is there. And I can select, or I can name the report with a custom name, or I can save it with timestamp. So timestamp, it is timestamp. It will save. It will save with the time. So it will save the date and the time. So, and also this button to modify the page header and footer. It will take you to project reference, and you can change the references here. Alright, then now this, once you're ready, you can save the report. You will see now the program is generating the report. You see now this is the output report. Okay. And you will see these are the infos which we explained in in the beginning of this video, the project location. It's about 9 info plus the date stamp. This is the name of the program, and this is the external static pressure calculation for fresh air fan basement 1. And these are the fittings. We have entered for 2 fittings, and this is the total external static pressure. These are the info at the footer. So the first section of the report will have tabular report of the duct fittings, and once finished, the second section will show you fitting by fitting with a picture. You have this, the first fitting reference is 1, and you have, this is your input values, this is the output values, and this is the picture of the fitting with the reference with the ASHRAE designation. It goes also for the fire damper and with the pressure loss values. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope this Excel sheet is a useful tool for HVAC engineers. Please write to me if you have any comment or question. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day.